Hello, and welcome to the AgriBusiness Global Report. My name is Sarah Webb, and I'm editor of AgriBusiness Global and host of today's show. In this segment, I speak with Jim Delisi, Chief of Fanwood Chemical, who gives an update on the Section 122 tariffs and Monsanto's withdrawal of its anti-dumping case. Thanks for tuning in. Jim, thanks so much for joining me today. Can you talk to me a little bit to give an update on the Section 122 tariff?
The Section 122 tariffs are scheduled to expire at the end of this week. Ambassador Greer is due to testify before the Senate Finance Committee on Wednesday, sometime during the day. I don't know the exact time. We may hear something about whether the 301, especially on forced labor, will be in place in time to replace the Section 122 tariffs. But at this point, everybody needs to stay really close to their customs house broker to understand the proper timing of imports, because there may be a window after July 24th, as we've talked about in past broadcasts, when there will be no incremental tariffs above and beyond the base tariffs. And of course, the old China 301 is not subject to this. So just keep close to your freight forwarders and customs house brokers to figure out the best path forward.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, we will definitely be keeping a close eye on that. And, switching gears a little bit here, can you discuss Monsanto withdrawing its glyphosate anti-dumping case? What may have prompted this and what this means for the industry?
That was a shocking withdrawal. It does not happen very often that a company that spends the amount of money that it's required to initiate a dumping case terminates it before they even get to the preliminary hearings, which would have been tomorrow. Tomorrow, Tuesday, the 21st was the date of the preliminary hearings. So it's hard to speculate as to what happened. There are a couple of things that folks with better legal mind than mine that I have might be able to guess. Frankly, we found the timing to be kind of unusual, because one would have thought that Bayer and Monsanto would have waited until they completely digested the results from the Supreme Court case, and they also had a chance to look at what happened when the 1 year annual review was done on 2,4-D to get a better feeling for how the US ITC and the Department of Commerce were looking at China issues, especially in regard to subsidies. And the third piece of it is there's no doubt that Bayer Crop Science is a spin-off candidate from Bayer. So you would have thought that they would allow whoever, and they've already established glyphosate as it's basically a wholly owned subsidiary. You would have thought that they would have waited for that spin-off to occur and let whoever is the new owner of glyphosate, or at least the ag chemicals piece, determine how to proceed. The only thing we can say is this might be a vision of things to come, with assuming that Bayer Crop Science is spun out of Bayer AG, that whoever the new owner is will be able to take a decision to do this again. And since the groundwork has been done, it will probably be simpler, assuming that they would have access to the same attorneys. So stay tuned. It's probably not over, but it may be. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, definitely some other interesting developments to keep an eye on. And, thank you so much as always, Jim, for your insights. We appreciate it. Thanks again for tuning in to this segment of the Agribusiness Global Report. I'm your host, Sarah Webb. Until next time.